Last year was amazing with baptisms, not just in adult services when we got to see 70, 80 people baptized, but we also got to see people baptized with our young adults at the retreats that Collective went on, and with our middle school and high school students on Wednesday nights, and then even our children with Splash Bash. It's been just such an awesome year with baptisms.
This past summer with our junior camp and Bible camp, there's nothing better than seeing kids get away where you just see hundreds and hundreds of kids learning about Jesus and the joy they have of being together. And I can't believe we get to be part of that. One of the huge benefits for Power Kids is the new spaces that we have. The new rooms, the new clubhouse, our new lobbies, how it's really created a nice space for our families to be together. So it's been a great season of Power Kids. I'm just so excited about what God is continuing to do.
We've had over 200 people say yes to short-term Go Team experiences, which has been amazing. We've seen so much growth in our relationships in the communities between going down to Mazatlan, Mexico, and Chel, Guatemala, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, all sorts of age ranges from students to adults to young kids. So it's been an amazing year of seeing over 200 people engage that.
With the new gym, we've been able to expand some of our awesome programs. About 700 participants in game day. We were also able to launch our men's basketball league, and we had just under 300 participants in that. This year's Grace Race had just under 900 participants, and those participants were able to raise $46,000, and we gave that money directly to Feed My Starving Children, and they were able to provide over 537,000 meals for kids all over the world that aren't able to have access to food.
Well, the Family Fall Fest was an amazing community outreach this last year. It was almost impossible to count how many people came through the doors, but we do know that at least 3,500 people did, and nearly 300 new families were brand new. So that's 300 new connections made from just this weekend alone at the Family Fall Fest.
It's been unbelievable watching how God's been working in our student ministries since we've relaunched back in the fall. We've seen 25 plus students make a decision to follow Jesus for the first time. Our small group numbers double in size. We get our young people connected to loving, caring adults during that time. And then, like we said, we've also watched these students take their next step in their faith journey, making their faith public by getting baptized. So God's just doing unbelievable things in and throughout our ministry.
You know, when I look at young leaders, we see a real desire to answer the call that God has on their lives. It just feels like when we invest into interns and residents, or just really any young leaders, I feel like we're partnering with what God is doing as He's building His church. Not just Grace Church, but the capital C Church.
Last year, we have seen 27 people give their lives to Jesus for the first time in our young adult ministry. We had over 350 people come on our last retreat. And this time, last year on a Thursday night, we had about 180 people come in every week. But this year, we're having about 300 people come every week. But the amount of people that are around Collective all the time that know absolutely nothing about Jesus is astounding. But God keeps bringing them in day after day after day. And all of this is happening in the generation that quote unquote wants nothing to do with God, but God keeps proving that wrong every single time.